This meeting is being recorded.
88.1 XFM, Tauranga Tip Music Station. Also another sponsored episode of Mike Time with Marty. Jet's Car Grooming, all the way from Tauranga. If you want your car spick and span, just go to Jet's Car Grooming. This is also a very special episode because this marks 100 interviews for the Mike Time with Marty channel. And I have the pleasure of talking to a New Zealand icon who you may know from Sticky TV, who's now doing jack of all trade kind of things. So say hello to Walter.
Yo, so good to be on here, Martin. Thanks for having me here. That's right, jack of all trades, man. Just doing everything at the moment. Lawn mowing, building. No, I'm just kidding. Heaps of different stuff, and it's so cool to be here with you, man. I love your energy, and I'm really excited for you, man. With the career you're pursuing, I think you're just brilliant, and you're going to do so well.
Appreciate it. So, Walter, for people that have been, I wouldn't say living under a rock, but for people that don't know you, who was Walter?
Good question. So I am Walter. You most people know me from Sticky TV. It was an after-school kids show and family show, and we had a range of people that watched it, right from young kids through to university students, adults, grandparents. Everyone watched it. And I did that for 8 years, and then you might have seen me on Dancing with the Stars in 2019, where I was known for being the guy that did lots of flips and stunts. So I backflipped off the judges' table and did all sorts of crazy stuff, and that didn't go down well with the judges. They didn't like that so much because it wasn't like traditional dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been part of multiple TV shows over the years. Always dreamed of being a television host, and then absolutely blessed to have got to have done that for a decade. Currently, I am doing I run a company called Screen Grab, where we do video production, and we train people in how to present. So, we make videos for businesses. We've done some stuff for like Anchor, Burger Fuel, companies like that, and then I also train people how to present because I've been on TV. I've been a presenter, so I train a lot of real estate professionals, and I'll be training a Harcourt's office tomorrow morning, and it's going to be lots of fun.
So on a scale of 1 to 10 so far, how would you rate my presenting?
Mate, I think you're great, Martin. I think you're nice and relaxed, and you're easy to talk to, and I think your energy is fantastic. I think you've got a bright future ahead of you.
Appreciate it. So, did you ever think that you were going to be on a show like Sticky TV?
Well, did I think I would? I think there was. I'm just trying to take myself back then, because it's different. Like once you've done something, you gotta take yourself back to like before you did the thing and where your head was at then. And I think before then, it was hard for me to see it because things were. I thought I had the potential, absolutely, but when I looked at my surroundings, it was challenging because I live with my mum, and so both my parents were on the dole my whole life, and I felt a little bit kind of like restricted in a way. And I remember finishing high school, and I was working on a farm, and I was just doing odd jobs, like painting the sheds and random jobs. And I was cleaning dishes at a restaurant, and I was shoveling horse shit at a racing stables, and of course, that's normal. Everyone starts out like kind of like that, but it is hard. Like when you're doing one thing like that, like you're working on a farm or whatever, and then trying to imagine like being on TV. You're like, oh, because it seems so like different from like shoveling horse shit to like being in front of a camera, like getting paid to entertain and stuff. So yeah, I did have this like inkling, and during high school, I had been doing a bit of speaking on stage and becoming more and more confident over the years because I was a little bit shy in some classes. And then I started to kind of just practice being myself around people and seeing if they would accept it or not. And so I'd speak quite openly about some of my beliefs and things like that, and just put myself out there, basically. Get on stage. I did like a dance on stage, and I'd talk, and I noticed that people would actually accept you if you just go out there and be you. Most people would, not all people. And I just sort of started to dream a bit, and I remember when I was working on the farm, the guy that I was working with, Peter was his name, said to me, "Walter, what do you want to do? Do you want to be doing this farm work, or what do you really want to do?" And I said, "Well, Peter," and it was kind of almost painful for me to bring it out because I thought it would be impossible. I was like, "Oh, well, I mean, if I could do anything, like anything, then I'd really like to be a television host." And he said, "Well, why don't you just do that?" And I was like, "How the heck do you do that, man? That's like impossible." Like, well, it's not like you just find a job, always an opening. There's only so many jobs available in that industry. And so he said, "Well, do what you think you need to do it." So I said, "Okay, all right." So I signed up to go to university to study communications because I thought that would be my way in. But then I did it, and it was quite hard for me to do that because I was scared of getting a loan out and all that, because I've grown up with not a lot of money around, and I was like, "Oh, I don't want to have like, a big like $30,000 loan like to pay off." And I think differently about that now, by the way. I think if you're going to get a loan to invest in yourself, good on you if it's an investment in yourself, right? You're not just buying some random junk like a car you don't need or something, So anyway, I signed up for it, and my friend came to me and said to me, "Hey, I found this job on TV, like advertised. It was in the newspaper," because this is going back like 12 years ago or something like that. And I applied for the job. I made this video about myself. I didn't even know what the TV show was about. It didn't say anything. It just said we want like creative, outgoing people that like great with children. I thought, oh, it's probably going to be like a real little kiddie show, but I'll give it a crack anyway. Like I thought it'd be something for like 3-year-olds, like a real little kid show. But it turned out it was for Sticky TV, which is like epic, which is for real young kids too. But there's a bit more of a, it's like real little kids right through to sort of 15. And yeah, got sent in the video, got an interview, got an audition, and I could expand on all that, but I feel like I'm rambling now. But anyway, it happened, and I'm really grateful that Peter, the guy I was working for on that farm, asked me that question. What do you really want to do? And he challenged me. And even though I felt like it was impossible, and just almost stupid to even think that it was possible, yeah, it happened. So I just think that's a message for anyone listening that's got some kind of dream and they think it's crazy. Like, you might not think it's crazy to be a TV host. You might think like something way bigger than that, and something that you think's even way cooler than that is impossible. But yeah, it just goes to show it's possible.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty much the same. I never thought that I'd be where I am today. Like yesterday, I interviewed Ryan Hayashi, who's been on Penn and Teller Fool Us. I've interviewed a Grammy-nominated singer who's possibly getting her award at the Grammys right now. And there's so many people, and again, being able to hit 100 interviews, never thought it was going to happen. Never thought.
That's incredible, dude.
Appreciate it.
That is absolutely amazing. And you do it all from home, just like this?
Yeah, just like this.
Legend. Wow.
Do the mahi, get the treats.
So
okay. Walter, are you
ready? You're inspiring me, man. You're inspiring me. I need to get out there and do this, man. You're building your own media company. You're building your own audience.
One follower at a time. All right.
Yeah,
so,
man.
Are you ready to play the first game?
Let's do it. I'm keen.
How well are you about thinking on your feet?
We're about to find out.
All right. So I'm going to ask you some quick fire basic questions. You're going to answer them as quickly as you can.
Okay, as quick as I can. All right, let's do it.
All right. Coke or Sprite?
Sprite.
Okay. Sunset or sunrise?
Or sunrise.
Okay. Summer or winter?
Summer.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your spice tolerance?
8.
It's better than me. If you can meet one celebrity, dead or alive, who would it be?
Oh, one celebrity, dead or alive. Celebrity, or if it was a famous person, I'd meet Jesus. But if it was it's like a celebrity, oh, gee, it's not something I think a whole lot about. Probably like Jimmy Fallon or something like that. Well, yeah, he's pretty cool.
Favorite color?
Yeah. Blue.
Okay. Watcher? Are you a watcher or reader?
Reader.
Okay.
Oh no! If I'm honest, a watcher. Yeah.
Okay. Favorite movie?
Oh, I'm just gonna say Spider-Man.
Okay.
My mind. Spider-Man, like Tobey Maguire.
Favorite TV series?
Oh man, I've never actually watched it for real, but on YouTube, I've been watching a lot of Little Britain, and I also really like Booyakasha. Yo, check it. That guy, what's his name? LEG.
As soon as you said that, I honestly thought you were watching Rey Mysterio, but anyway. If you could pick one talk show, not mine, to be on, who would you want to go on?
Oh, Jimmy Fallon, yeah.
Of course. Favorite actor?
Or Graham Norton.
Oh, Graham Norton. Classic. Okay, favorite actor and actress?
Favorite actor? Oh, probably Jim Carrey.
Ooh.
And actress, probably Angelina Jolie. She's just coming to mind because of Tomb Raider.
Okay, favorite animal?
Oh, it's gonna be a dog.
Yeah, okay. And final question, which happens to be the most difficult one I've learned. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, 5 years. Okay, I see myself being an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
I see myself, growing in business, that's for sure. I see myself, it's either New Zealand or America. I see myself probably have a child by then. I see myself riding mountain bikes and BMX bikes and like doing massive jumps. And I see myself doing interviews and things like this. And I see myself, building people up in some way using my personality.
Mm-hmm.
And I see myself smiling a whole bunch. I wish I could completely paint the picture, but probably an expansion of what I'm doing. Basically what I'm doing right now, but on steroids. Presenting, investing, riding my bike, hanging out with people I love. Yeah. But with less stress.
Yes. All right, Walter, here's your chance for redemption. You get to ask me some quick fire questions.
Oh.
As difficult as you want.
Okay, sure. Is that the real color of your hair?
No.
What is the real color of your hair?
Brown.
Okay. If you could travel to any part of the world, where would it be?
Mexico.
Oh, wow. Okay. Why?
Just hearing Spanish in general, the culture, even though I don't like spicy food, love the food, the colors, everything.
What's one fear that you've conquered and you've been proud of?
Public speaking.
Oh, wow. Okay. Tell me, when did you last conquer that fear?
I last conquered that fear when I labeled myself a stand-up comedian.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. How many stand-up shows have you done?
Done about 12 so far.
Nice. Have you bombed?
Yes, multiple times.
Nice, me too. And what else? I'm trying to think. For our listeners out there listening and watching right now, tell us, what is one place in New Zealand that you highly recommend us visiting, and tell us why. You got to sell it to us. Tell us why we should go there and make us want to go there.
Coromandel. I went there with my family after we had some troubling times, and it was absolutely beautiful. We stayed at a holiday.
Coromandel Town? Whereabouts on the peninsula?
Like Waihi, Coromandel, just all around there.
Waihi.
And we went to gold mining. We jumped on that big giant pillow at the holiday park. Hot pools. My parents went to wine tasting while me and my little brother ate chocolate cake. It was amazing.
Wow. Okay, and finally, how old are you, by the way, Martin?
19.
Wow, young man. That's so awesome.
Yes, I turned 20 this year in November.
Hey, oh, that's ages away.
All right. So, Walter, from being on Sticky TV to now running your own company, how has your career been impacted by COVID?
Oh, by COVID. Well, it all started at the start of COVID. All right. So when I finished Sticky, it would have been the end of 2017. So basically the start of 2018, which is 4 years ago now, isn't it? Or 3 years, something like that. And I almost didn't know what to do with myself because Sticky actually finished, like the show itself finished. Like I didn't just get fired or anything. And I went a year or two doing like a few different things, and then did some other TV. Actually, it was cool. But I started Screen Grab, my production company, at the start of 2020, and that was right before COVID started. And I remember the way I was getting clients for the business, because when you own a business, you've got no business unless you got sales. You need customers, right? And to get those customers, you got to go get sales. And so what I was doing was I was actually door knocking. I was just walking around, walking into businesses, saying, "Hey, I'm Walter. Want to get to know you, see if you'd be interested in having videos made for your business." And I was doing that. And then COVID came along in March, so I was only a couple months in, whatever. And that kind of meant we stopped. But you know what was great about it?
What?
TV3 called me up and said, "Hey, Walter, we're thinking about making a TV show over lockdown. Would you be interested in hosting it from your home and filming it from home?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, absolutely." And so I ended up getting to make a TV show from home, from right here, where I am right now. And I got my flatmates in on it, and we'd shoot the scenes at my house, and then I'd send the footage in like Google Drive off to like TV3, their office, and they'd chop it up and add in other segments. And that was amazing. And what happened was, after the show, we did a live cross. So like a guy from the AM show, it's like a breakfast morning news show, drove out to my house, a camera guy, and like set up his like live TV aerials or whatever, and like filmed an interview with me. I did a live cross with Duncan Garner, who's in the studio. And while I was doing a live cross, I was thinking, hold up, this is like the perfect opportunity to advertise my business on live TV in front of thousands and thousands of people. People pay for advertising slots. That's how radio and TV work, is they get funded by all the businesses out there that are paying for their advertising. And so I was on there live, and I just did this, like plug my business. I said, "Hey, if you're watching, now run a video production company, blah, blah, blah." And to be honest, I could have done a way better plug, but whatever. I was a bit nervous for, I don't know. Anyway, so I got a few leads out of that. That was cool. And I loved it. So we got to make a few videos out of that. And I also got to train someone on how to present, because one of the people that called me up wanted some presentation training. So I've been doing that ever since now. And that was awesome. Apart from that, it's kind of been annoying when we've had lockdown. It's made it harder for me to work with clients, because they say, "Oh, it's lockdown. We need to postpone the filming, whatever." But the government's been supportive. There's been a few grants that I've been able to apply for. So it's been up and down, to answer your question there, Martin.
Yes. Well, speaking of nerves, how do you conquer your nerves? Like before you would start filming for a video or for Sticky TV, how would you calm those nerves?
Good. Nice, man. Well, there's kind of 2, maybe even 3 types of confidence. And so one of them if you are wanting to do public speaking or presenting, and you get nervous, or you're putting yourself in a situation like maybe you're going to ask a girl or a guy out, or something, you're getting nervous. Well, there's two types of confidence. One is like fake confidence, and one is like a more of a real confidence.
Mhm.
And what I find is, and it's good for when you do stand-up comedy as well, is the faking is quite good, but to get you started, right? Because what happens is your body and your mind are connected. So if you act confident physically with your body, the way that you hold yourself, good posture, nice big smile, and you're open, you're not like closed off and like this. If you act confident, you start to become confident
Mhm.
because your mind and your body are connected. So, I've done some stand-up comedy as well. And I remember this, before you go out there, you're real nervous. And I always just think, oh, well, if I just know my first like couple of sentences or jokes like quite well, and I know like that I'm just gonna like own it, even if I'm nervous, I'm just gonna like really own it for that start bit. Then what happens is you own it, and then you notice that the audience is cool, and like you're going well, everything's going good, and then you become confident because you realize things are going well. So that's one thing to do. So what are the symptoms of nervousness? What do you look like? You probably look down, a little bit jittery. You get you kind of like this, like move a lot faster and things. When you're confident, you're a bit calmer, a bit smoother. You move more meaningful in your gestures. Maybe you smile a bit more. So you just do that, act confident, and then you become confident. The other type of confidence is comes from being able to trust yourself, and that can come from experience. It can come from doing research, maybe if you're going to do a talk. So you can research the topic before you talk about it. So if you know about something, then you feel more confident in it because you trust your abilities in the thing that you're talking about, and therefore you can be more confident. One thing people can do that can really ruin it for them is they focus on themselves too much
Mhm.
when they're presenting something. And so if you take the attention off yourself, and thinking, oh no, what do I look like? Me. And instead just thinking about like the message you're trying to get across to people and what you're trying to give them,
Mhm.
then you can put your confidence in your message and in just trying to serve people. And you look great when you do that because people love you when you give them value and you just give them a good message. But if you're too worried about being judged, yeah, just rather than focusing on being judged, focus on like doing a good job for people, and that'll be great.
So,
And yeah.
what would be your reaction if I told you that I don't have any scripts or anything for these shows? All my comedy, it's all completely improvised.
Wow. I mean, that'd be amazing if your comedy's all improvised. That's amazing. I would say to that, Martin, that I mean, this is your 100th episode, so I would say from doing these, I would assume that you've built up confidence from doing them. You know the drill basically. You've done this 100 times now, and I would say that doing a stand-up comedy, that's very impressive to just go full ad lib. I think that's awesome. I think that's so cool because you throw yourself out there and make yourself uncomfortable, and you're probably getting comfortable getting uncomfortable by doing that.
Mhm.
So I would say that you've probably got a lot of confidence in doing this because you've done it.
Mhm.
So it's almost like you've rehearsed for it. You've done it many times, and that would have given you confidence. And if it was your first one and you felt confident, then I would say that you just have learnt to be confident in your interactions with people.
Mhm.
You
I
know?
do remember my first ever interview was with Boyd Rolliston, of all people. And I was so nervous. And now it's like I've come to realize no matter how famous people are, they're just people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another great way to put it, man. People are just people at the end of the day. And you got to remember that. Like if you are someone that gets nervous around people,
Mm.
the listeners I'm talking to, remember that everyone's just a person, no matter what their career is or their status. And people actually like it if you can talk to them like they're another human. They got a lot of the same problems and things, and everyone's shit stinks. Just it'll make you more charismatic if you can talk to people in a way where you don't come across as afraid of them. You
Mhm.
need to talk to them like an equal. That's respectfully, but as as a friend.
Yeah. Okay, so I have been informed that I have a certain cousin who's a big fan of yours.
Oh yeah.
So, do you mind if I give her a message and she comes in and asks you a question?
Yeah, of course. I'd love that.
All right. So while I do this, if you could give 3 words to describe your career, what would they be?
I'd say exciting. I'd say the word faith, because you got to have a bit of faith, to make things happen and do them. Exciting, faith, and fun.
Okay. And
Well, fun and exciting are kind of the same thing, aren't they?
if you could give 3 words of advice to someone, what would they be?
That would want to become a presenter.
Yeah, presenter or just do what you're doing.
Okay. I would say. Okay. I would say reach out.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how you secured this interview with me, Martin. There was you reached out on Instagram. I would say if there's a TV show you want to be on, reach out to that show. Like, do that thing. Like, I remember I wanted to be on The Edge for a while, and I remember I was in Ponsonby, and I saw Marty. He's like one of the hosts on The Edge, and I remember thinking like, oh, I want to be on The Edge, and I didn't even have a t-shirt on. I was just driving around. It was hot and summery, and I was just in my jeans and no shirt. I just jumped out of my car. I was like, yo, Marty. I just reached out to him on the spot like that. Just reached out. Like, I didn't try and email someone or anything like that. I tried to just get in front of people and communicate directly. And next thing you know, 5 minutes later, I was in the Edge office. I was getting a tour of the whole studio. I was walking around saying hi, shaking hands with everybody. I put my shirt on, obviously, to do that. So I would say reach out. Yeah.
So, Walter, this is my cousin Lily.
Oh, hey, Lily. Great to see you. Come and shot a bit more.
Say hello.
Hi.
Do you have a question for Walter?
Hey, Lily.
Uh,
Nice. I like your glasses, by the way.
you're making me think.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, like no rush or anything, Lily. Like, tell me a little bit about yourself. What do you like to do for fun, Lily?
Twitch.
Twitch. I've heard about that. It's like live streaming or something. Is that right?
Yeah.
Cool. I should probably get into it. I heard like PewDiePie does it.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Okay, yeah. Is it like a website or something? Twitch.
It's a normal app and you can stream real life or you can stream games.
Wow. Cool. So you do that. Cool. Yeah. Well, so did you used to watch a bit of Sticky TV?
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome.
You don't have to be
Thanks for supporting the show.
I'm cold.
Hey, no stress. That's why I'm asking you a few questions. Do you remember all the characters on the show?
No.
Do you remember the dog?
My brain doesn't work
Nah,
anymore.
okay, his name was Teddy.
Good old Teddy. Do you remember?
Yeah,
Yes.
I do.
All right. Well, you can go back inside where it's warm. Say bye to Walter.
Bye.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Bye. Oh my God.
All right. So, are you ready to play the next game of the agenda?
Yeah, let's do it. Sounds great.
Okay. So, have you seen the show Hot Ones?
Yes, in fact, I'm going to be filming an episode of Hot Ones for LJ Hooker soon. Yep.
Okay. Well,
And LJ Hooker.
thank gosh we don't have hot sauce or hot wings.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
But I'm going to dabble into your Instagram, and I'm going to show you a picture, and you just have to explain that.
Okay, sure. That sounds great.
Let's go with The real James Bond.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yep. The real James Bond, explaining that. So that man next to me in that photo is a man called Alan Nicholson. He is an entrepreneur. He owns a company called Glowbox Digital. They do digital billboards. And he and I met up. He was going to invest in my business. Things went a little bit pear-shaped. And we're just sort of like mates now. But yeah, he's a really successful entrepreneur. He started off with nothing and has built up I think he was broke at 30, and now he'll definitely be a multi-millionaire. And he's very inspiring, very positive, very forward thinking, and blessed to know him.
All right, next one. You upside down on a BMX bike.
Oh, good photo. That is me doing a backflip at a BMX dirt track in the North Shore with my friends Lulu Bajot and Jaden Leeming. And that was a really fun day. We were out there doing backflips on the bike, and you know, my friends were pushing me and I was scared, but they pushed me and we did it.
Good on you. So I guess you don't have a fear of heights?
Well, I mean, I do have a fear of heights, but not like a crazy one. I've done skydiving and done a lot of rock climbing and things. So yeah, not too afraid of the heights.
All right, next one.
Oh, okay. So that's me with a bunch of ladies from Vision Gym. I was an ambassador for that gym, Vision. And I was an ambassador for about 2 years, right after Dancing with the Stars. And that's a photo of us hanging out at a gym gathering. Yeah, I was just doing an ambassador post, basically.
And then last one, you at Westfield Newmarket.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So I'm hanging out with some cool characters dressed up in big colorful costumes because I was emceeing an event for farmers inside the Westfield. You know, farmers like the brand, like the warehouse in Kmart. And yeah, I was just emceeing an event there. It was like around Christmas time, I think, and we decided to get a group shot.
Perfect. So
that was it. Yeah.
How would someone like me go at emceeing or presenting a virtual show, or even getting in touch with someone in like TV3 or something like that?
How would you go about getting in touch with them?
Yeah.
I would say for a virtual show, your guess is as good as mine. I guess you're kind of doing one right now. But like a paid one by like a big corporate company like MediaWorks, I'm assuming is what you mean.
Yeah, or just
Maybe.
like getting more people on the show and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, to get more people on the show, I reckon it's just about building up your social media network and, getting the views up through that, like putting it on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, getting it out there, maybe working on like getting a real catchy intros to videos and cool like thumbnails and good titles. Study Mr. Beast. He's a big YouTuber. Because one thing I've noticed, Martin, is that social media is kind of the new TV. You know, it used to be that if you wanted to be on the screen and at scale, you had to be on TV. Nowadays, TV are chasing people on social media to be on TV because they know that the people that are big on social media are going to bring views to their TV channel. Like William Whitehall, for example, he's a social media guy. They've got him in to be a weatherman. And I think a big part of that reason will be because he's big on social media. Yeah, and he'll bring the views to the TV. So if you wanted to reach out to TV3 and make some contacts, then I would literally Google the MediaWorks phone number, call up reception, say that you want to talk to a producer or no. You'd have to word it in a way so that they'll let you through. You'd say, hey, it's Martin here, and I'm wanting to do some work for whatever TV show you want to work for, the project or something like that. Who do you think the best person for me to talk to is? And then reception's going to say, that'll probably be da-da-da. And they'll put you in touch with someone. They might not be the top person, but you'll probably ask them the same question. You're just going to find your way out to like a decision maker. Yeah.
So I see that you have made yourself a TikTok page.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Better dust the cobwebs off that.
So did you create that page during COVID, or was it just you had some spare time so you thought you can make some videos? Or
Mate, I gotta open that up. Like TikTok. I forgot I even have it. Do I even have the app on my phone? Oh, I do. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I just did it because my little cousins were telling me to, and because I've got to get up with the times, if you know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to open it up now. It's been a little while since I opened it up. But yeah, I should get onto TikTok, man. It's been like way too long.
yeah, I see you got one of the fold up phones.
Yeah, this is pretty cool, eh? I love it, man. I'm grateful for this. I was given this phone, man. How cool is that?
Got one for me?
Mate, let's have this one, mate. So yeah, apparently I'm on TikTok. Yeah, okay, yep.
Okay, because so am I. What made you start?
Oh, you're on TikTok.
I am on TikTok.
Sweet.
Soon to be 6,000 followers and 100k likes.
Oh my goodness, look you
I've
go.
been doing it for ages. Okay, so I've been asking you a lot of questions. Now you told me that you want to create a podcast yourself. So my show
Yeah.
is in your hands. You can
That is
interview
awesome.
me.
Wow. Okay, cool. All right. Hey, welcome to the show, the greatest podcast, or maybe the second greatest or first equal greatest, with Martin O'Connor's podcast. So great to have you tuned in right now. And this is the show where we get out there and we interview awesome people and we find out some really cool things about them, all for you, our listeners out there. So today we've got Martin O'Connor on the show. He's 19 years young. He wants to get into radio. You know, he even does stand-up comedy. He's an entertainer. He puts himself out there. I just love it. Martin, thanks so much for joining us on the show, man.
No worries, man.
You're a champ, man. You're a champ. So, Martin, tell us, you know, what is your dream? You know, you're getting into radio by the sounds of it. Is it your dream? Tell us about that.
I think the big dream would be to have my own talk show. So whether it be on radio or TV. I've always had a big dream of doing late night, like Jimmy Fallon, James Corden, stuff like that, or presenting for a TV show, or just continue what I'm doing on a wider scale.
Wow. Man, I like that. I like that. Oh my goodness, that's making me think of, that's a dream that I've had too. And maybe I need to dig that one up again. That's so cool. That is such an awesome dream. Okay, cool. Well, I really like that. I think it's very ambitious how you've got a big goal like that. And I love it how you're actually going out of your way to make a podcast and everything. Tell us, so that's your big dream. Tell us, like, what fears do you have and how do you go about overcoming them?
So,
like, do you have any self-doubts or anything like that, and like how you go about overcoming them?
well, I think like a normal person, we do have doubts every day. Like I doubt that I would be where I am today. Like I've spent most of my time dedicated to this and haven't really been focusing on other things. But yeah, I think it's just being able to take time for yourself and also continuing what I do, because I'm literally on every social media out there and it's a constant battle. It's a one-man band and I'm it.
Well, mate, you're doing great, man. I mean, I've invited you onto my show. Like, that's a bit of exposure for you right there, you know? So I love that, man. Thanks for being so open and transparent with us all. We appreciate that. We can relate to that.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us what's been like your most worst or embarrassing time doing stand-up comedy, like, and paint the picture for us, make us feel it, man. Like, what happened? Talk us through it.
Okay, so imagine you're in Auckland. You just no, not Auckland, Tauranga, and
Oh, sorry.
you just finished doing a full day at radio school, and you've got about an hour to get changed, get dressed, have a shower, have something to eat, and quickly run down the road to the club so you can perform your stand-up.
Yeah.
Forgot my left shoe. I ended up having to run back, grab it. Luckily, my flatmate dropped it down from the roof. Don't know why he was up there. And then going down there and getting a drink. One drink turned into a few, and then I forgot my cue. But then
Ooh.
they let me back on because I was great last time, and I kind of bombed.
Like, did you get booed off stage, or just like nothing was landing? Like, it was just quiet, like crickets.
Literally, it was so quiet you could hear people's breathing, like, and it was so
Wow.
quiet. And like
And
crickets
that was after, and that was like after the punchline,
to the punchline.
and you could just, wow. And you're like, don't you guys get it? Like, that's comedy gold, man. Like, tough
The only
crowd.
time they laughed is because I do voice impressions as well. The only time they laughed is when I did a Donald Trump impersonation. That's when they started laughing.
Well, at least you got a laugh out of them. You know, you can always rely on that one in the back pocket. Then you know that Donald T, that's always going to work for you. So good on you for practicing that one, Martin.
Appreciate it.
Save the set. And then you bombed, obviously, but you know, good on you. That's incredible.
Well, I think
Wow.
you did awesome.
Yep.
I think you did awesome.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Like that's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a podcast. Like, I've been talking about it for at least a week now. So, you know, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. You're a natural. All right.
Well, I mean, I've been doing it for like, you know, a decade or whatever, but you know, natural, yeah.
All right. Final
I've got
game.
Elena.
This game is called Third Time's a Charm. So I'm going to give you a category like chocolate, woman, I don't know. And you're just going to name 3 of them.
Okay.
Okay. So name 3 movies.
Spider-Man, The Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, James Bond, and the Joker.
Wait. All right. Name 3 brands of clothing.
Huffer, Rip Curl, Levi's, Nike, Lululemon. Was that 5?
Yeah. All right.
I'm not big on brands either, but, you know.
All right. Name 3 celebrities beginning with the letter B.
3 celebrities beginning with the letter B.
Mm-hmm.
Brad Pitt.
Yep.
Oh, who else starts with B? Brianna. No, Brianna's her name. Britney Spears.
Yes.
And B.O.B., that singer, that rapper.
Oh, yes.
I got the magic in me. When I hit the floor, the girls come flocking to me. I got the magic, baby. Yeah.
Oh, goodness. All right.
Yep.
Name 3 colors that you'd normally never think of.
I never think of brown. And I never think of grey.
Mm-hmm.
And I never think of violet.
Okay, cool.
I mean, apart from just then, I mean, those are literally the most recent colors I've thought of now that I've said them. But yeah, I never normally think of them. Like, I don't spend hours like thinking about them. Like, oh my goodness, you know,
Yeah, one's called
like
Magic.
purple is violet. It's such a cool color. It is a cool color,
Yes.
man. Now I'm gonna think about it all the time. I love it. It's the best.
All right. Name 3 languages you can speak.
English.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay at English. You know,
Yeah.
I can also speak a little bit of Te Reo Māori, Kia ora mara, kei te pihi a koe. And I can also speak a little bit of sign language.
Hmm.
So there you go. The national languages of New Zealand. I can speak them all. Triple threat, baby. I got this.
All right. Name 3 celebrities you've met.
Well, I have met. Well, I've met a few now. I've met William Wairoa. He's a celebrity. I have met Jerome Kano, who's an All Black, and I've met Nadia Lim, the celebrity chef. There's 3.
Okay. Let's go. Name 3 stores.
3 stores.
Mhm.
Well, warehouse, where everyone gets a bargain. And I've also been to. I love Pack and Save is great.
Mm-hmm.
Another store is Gucci. And I go there all the time. No, I'm just kidding. I've never been in a Gucci store. I just said it because it crossed my mind.
All right.
I'm not that big on material brands like that.
Name 3
But
countries you want to visit.
That I want to visit.
Mhm.
Oh, I'd love to go to India.
Mhm.
I'd love to go to Africa, and I want to go to England.
Okay.
You know,
All right. Second to the last one. Name 3 foods you hate.
I hate with a passion. I almost want to throw my laptop out of the room just thinking about it. Anchovies, they're disgusting. I also hate with a passion. I absolutely hate. What is it? Like jammed onions or marinated onions, whatever it is, when they put it on the burger. Yucky. I hate that. And and don't you ever put watercress on my plate. Ever.
All right. Final one. Besides
Yeah.
presenting, being funny, being an entrepreneur, jack of all trades, man, myth, the legend,
Master of all. Not a jack of all trades, master of all.
master of all.
Yeah.
Show us a secret talent.
Do I have a secret talent?
Yes. And if so,
Yes. What's that?
show us.
Okay, I just said yes, and now I need to back it up. So I'm just trying to think what my secret talent is. I can. I can ride a unicycle, but I don't have one here. Another secret talent of mine is I'm really good at lying, obviously, like saying stuff and then not being able to back it up. That's a secret talent of mine.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right now.
Mhm.
What else can I do? What's another great secret talent? I can. I used to be able to bend my thumb behind there, but that talent's gone. I've lost it all. I can do the glide thing. Let's see if I can do the glide. Here, let me just angle this down here. I'll try to do that glide. Hang on, let me do this. All right, ready?
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. Oh,
Hey!
this is a terrible glide. This is terrible. Okay, all right. All right, if I brush that up for 10 minutes,
Mhm.
I could do the glide. It's
Awesome.
like the easy version of the moonwalk. There you go.
All right, Walter, again, I'm sorry, but here's your chance for redemption. You get to get me to name 3 of something. You get to ask me about a secret talent. Go ahead.
I want you to name 3 vegetables. Go.
Broccoli, cucumbers, cauliflower.
Name 3 actors beginning with the letter Q. Go.
Quentin Tarantino, Queen,
Yes. Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
and
Man,
uh,
I was hoping this was going to be really hard. That's why I picked Q, but you've already got 2 off the bat.
Quentin Tarantino, Queen, and can't think of the third one.
Well, the other one could be like Queen, as in like the Queen of England. So it's like Queen the band, and then like Queen of England. Like that could be,
Queen Elizabeth.
it works. Queen Elizabeth. Yes, Elizabeth. That's her name. Your next question is, I want you to name 3 New Zealand politicians.
Jacinda Ardern, John Key, Lawrence Yule.
Nice. I can't remember that last one, but they're probably quite relevant in the media, and I probably look like a complete idiot right now. Okay. Tell us, what is the most motivational quote that you know?
Live, laugh, love, and also never give up, never surrender, always succeed to strive your best.
You need to write a book, like some kind of quotes book, man. I mean, that was just the first page done.
Literal tears.
Yeah, literal tears. You'll need to include lots of pictures to fill up the rest of it.
Mhm.
What else? Another one. Okay. What is your most hated chore? It just feels like an actual. You
Cleaning
just
up
hate
dog
doing it.
shit.
What?
Cleaning up dog shit.
That sucks. Okay. What chore do you love? Like you look forward to doing?
Vacuuming.
Oh yeah, that's quite good. That like satisfying, right? Like just seeing the difference is amazing. I like to think of lawn mowing as kind of like vacuuming in a way. It's like, cleaning it up. It's good. Outdoor carpet, the grass.
2 more.
Okay, 2 more. If you had to go to a stranded island, sorry, you were stranded on an island, a stranded island. What 3 things would you take with you? And they all have to be smaller than a lunchbox.
Deck of cards, so I'm not bored.
Oh yeah, it gets real boring fighting for your survival out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably
does.
Fighter.
Nice.
I would also probably take my savior.
Oh my goodness. Yes, that links. And you know, the crazy thing about that is no one else would be around to smell it.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd just be purely for yourself. Or is that for like making flamethrowers with the lighter?
Bit of both.
Bit of both. Nice.
Oh, no.
Links. So not food, nothing else. Just
No, there'd be
you just
food
want
on
to make
the
sure you
island.
smell good. What's that?
There'd be food on the island.
Yeah, of course, man. There's probably a big mansion there and everything. Like, you know, mansion of food and a jet. Everything's already there, ready for you.
Yeah. Who wants to be a millionaire?
Just show up ready for the party with your links, man. You're like good to go, man. That's cool. And my last question for you is, if you were asked by Elon Musk to do the honor and be the first person to fly to Mars and live there, would you do it?
Yes.
Oh, you would do that?
I would.
I mean, who's to say you'd be able to come back? I mean, there's no trees there. There's no, you'll never see your mum again. It's just you and like a whole bunch of rocks and no oxygen. And yeah, you'd do that.
Well, at least I'll be able to hang out with the Rock.
As an actual rock. Yeah. I don't think Dwayne The Rock Johnson is going to Mars.
Oh,
but yeah, there'll be some rocks there for sure. That's awesome. It sounds like you'd be honored if Elon Musk asked you that. You'd be like, out of respect for you, man, I'll do it. I know you sunk billions into this. I'm going to pull this off.
All right. This is going to be the final. Dun, dun, dun. One of my things is that I do voice impressions. So I'm going to give you a voice impression. You have to tell me who it is, and then you get to try the voice impression out yourself.
Oh my goodness, that is insane. All right. Okay. Yeah,
Off
let's do
easy.
this.
Well, my fellow Americans, we're gonna be the world. It's gonna be amazing.
I'm gonna say Donald Trump.
Correct.
Nice, great. I loved how airy it was. It was great.
Can you impersonate Donald Trump?
Oh yeah, sure. The China virus, and it was your fault. And I think it was you, and I slapped that chick on the ass.
Oh, love it. All right,
He did that, didn't he?
next one. Ooh, yes, hello, Brian. Yes, I like some Cool Whip.
Oh, part of me's thinking this is a cartoon. Is it like from that Futurama thing? Are you like a scientist guy?
No.
Or is it someone called Brian? Isn't that like cult following cartoon show? Is it? Is it a cartoon?
It is a cartoon.
Is it frickin' no, Reg and Morty or something like that? Is it off that? Oh, I don't know. Something about Brian. Who's Brian? It's not The Simpsons, obviously.
No.
I haven't been watching many cartoons lately, but I bet that was bang on.
Family Guy.
Family Guy. Yeah. I've seen a few episodes. I've seen bits on YouTube. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it was kind of.
So I mean, if I was to impersonate that, hey, I'll be like the dad guy or Family Guy. Hey, bud, give me a beer over here. The bird, the bird's a word, the bird, the bird. There you go.
Yeah. All right. Let's do last one. Let's go with 4 o'clock. Long shall pity. 4:30. Stare into the abyss. 5 o'clock. Shall word hunger. Tell no one.
I feel like lots of people listening right now will just know what that is, and they'll be like just yelling it out, and they'll be like, "Come on, Walt, it's so obvious." Was it by any chance? Oh, were you Jim Carrey off Series of Unfortunate Events, Lemony Snickets?
No, it is a Jim Carrey cartoon. It is a Jim Carrey character.
You're the Grinch.
The Grinch is all Christmas.
Yes. He said something real. Oh, yeah, that's so good. If I was to be the Grinch, I'd say that tomorrow is Christmas, and awesome, more like Elmo. Okay, that's enough of that. Or Cookie Monster. Yeah, great work. I love that.
Appreciate it. All right, well, Walter, I'm going to give you the floor. Promote yourself. Instagram, TikTok, everything. Let the people know what's going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. It's been an absolute honor getting loose up in here with Martin O'Connor. And if you would like to find more of me, then get your phone out, head straight to Instagram and type in Walter Neilands. That's WalterNeilands. Walter Neilands. You can look me up on the Instagram. You can look me up on YouTube. There I am. I'm wearing a red t-shirt on Instagram. And I just want to say, hey, I hope you got plenty out of this interview. Thank you, Martin, for having me here. It's been inspiring. I want to start a podcast now. I hope that you've found some of this content relatable that you've been listening to. And yeah, get out there, make it happen. I'm backing you. You know, thoughts become things.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing I've learned, and that's one thing that is true. So thoughts become things. Make it happen. Give me a follow on the Instagram, on TikTok, Facebook. I would love to connect with you.
All right, Walter, last question. If you could see anyone on the show, who would they be?
If I could what, sorry?
If you could see anyone on my show, who would you want to see?
Oh, if I could see like literally anyone, or like
Maybe like a close friend or someone.
I reckon it would be cool if you hit it up with Jack Jensen. I reckon that would be real cool from Misfits Productions. I reckon they'll be real good, man. Yeah, hit him up, Jack Jensen Misfits.
Also, I hear you are going to be on the Better Than Before podcast tomorrow.
I believe so. Yeah, I've got to confirm that with Sam, but yeah.
Yes, because I interviewed Sam on my show.
When was this?
Oh, goodness. A couple of weeks ago?
Nice. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
All right.
That is
Well,
so good, man.
Walter, thank you so much for helping me create my 100th episode of Mike Time with Marty. I couldn't have thought of anyone better. And who knows, maybe when you become big, rich, and famous, or if you want someone to co-host with you, I'm always free. COVID's kind of died everything down. So, yeah. Keep in touch. I'll make sure to send you the link so you can brag to everyone that you're on Mike Time with Marty. And yeah.
I reckon we're totally got to do a late night TV show, man.
It's going to happen.
Come on.
I can see it.
It's going to be like massive. It's going to be the ultimate mix of like comedy and like guests and just entertainment and just boom. It's going to be so good, man. It's going to have like little skits in it, like Little Britain. And then it's going to have like some LEG stuff. And it's going to be just amazing.
It's going to be lit. All right. Well, again, Walter, thank you so much. Good luck with your work and good luck in the future. I expect nothing but greatness.
Thank you. Oh, also, one more little plug. Seeing as I'm still on here and seeing as I'm crazy like this, if you want to get in touch with me, hit me up on that Instagram or send me an email, walter@screengrab.co.nz. That's walter@screengrab, SCREENGRAB.co.nz. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for the interview, man. You rock. You keep doing these.
Appreciate it. Catch you later.
Yeah, my man.